Shut up and play.
Hello, I'm Jethro.
I'm Lisbeth. And you're watching
Shut up and play. Sorry about that.
Today's an episode of
Game Chat.
Game Chat.
Game Chat.
Game Chat.
We're going to chat about
The lovely game of Doomlings.
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 We enjoy this game a lot.
We do.
And in the most recent Imaginary Ends, is that what it was?
Yes.
Most recent...
I don't know if it's the most recent one.
Most recent, I think, was Shadow Puppets or something like
Yes.
that. Anyway, one of the expansions they have has a Suppress card in it.
It does.
And we were asked by one of our subscribers to try to go into a little bit more detail on how the how the Suppress feature works.
Now, this is our interpretation. This is how
we understand it.
We understand it and how we use it when we play. You can certainly disagree. Put it down in the comments. Tell us where we're wrong or tell us how we're right.
Yeah, we like those though. Telling us how we're right, we like. All right, so we're going to start off. We're going to pretend we have our hand.
We have our trait pile.
Our trait piles are in front of us.
We have our ages.
Yep.
We currently have a gene pool of 5 each, but we're just holding
random cards. Yeah.
Because in your cards, mixed in your trait piles, will be cards that are suppressed cards.
Yes.
Why don't you switch the view now?
Oh, now I can switch the view.
Realizing they don't know what we're looking at.
There we go.
Suppressed cards. So these are the suppressed cards from Imaginary Ends.
Mm-hmm.
The way we play this game, the way we were taught our kids to play the game, you read the card, you play the card.
Yep.
That's really what it is.
My son plays Magic and he insists that's the rules.
That's the way you do
Read the
it.
card, explains the card.
So, if I had this card in my hand, Effervescent.
Why don't you show it to him?
Okay, Effervescent. The card Effervescent. See if it's going to focus nicely.
It's close. That's fine.
Okay. Draw one and suppress it. If it is a deepling or a glittering, repeat this effect. So basically, if I have this Effervescent in my hand, it's a green, I'm going to play it. I played the card. I'm going to ultimately get 1 point for it. But it says draw one card. I'm going to draw a card. And I'm going to suppress it. If it is a deepling or a glittering, which it is not, I don't get to repeat it. I'm going to suppress it. We're of the understanding you can suppress on any trait you want. I'm going to suppress under the trait.
You can't suppress it under dominant.
Right. Okay, so I can't suppress under this is a dominant card. So I'm going to choose to suppress it underneath that one.
Except the card you drew. Yeah, the card you drew was a dominant card, and you can only suppress dominant cards from your hand.
Right.
And I guess since you drew it into your hand, you can suppress that.
Right.
I'm going to have a hard time saying suppress for some reason, and I don't know why.
That's how we would play Effervescent. You want to do another one?
Sure. Let's do baffling.
Okay. It's a purple.
This is baffling. It's a purple one. We should really know what the names are.
What do you mean?
Nothing. So it says suppress one trait in your trait pile and then move baffling to an opponent's trait pile. So I've got a net -3 here. So I'm going to suppress this under my blue.
You don't have to do it under blue just because it is blue. You can suppress under any card you want to.
Yep. And I just did it because it was...
And now by playing this card, now it's going to come to mine. That's it.
And that's it. That's
Read
how you
the card,
play that one.
Play the card.
Explains the card.
Here's Hidden. It's a purple one again. It says, steal one trait from an opponent's trait pile, then suppress it. So I'm going to play this on my purple stack. I'm going to steal a big one. I'm going to steal his 3 and suppress it because I can't suppress under that.
Face down.
Because he loses those 3 points, and then at the end of the game, every suppressed card is worth 1 point.
That's correct.
So,
all right, let's pick another one.
Do one more.
Do a couple. Here we go. Untold. Suppress up to 2 traits in your trait pile. And remember, this is your trait pile, not your hand. And then, suppress up to 2 traits in your trait pile. So I'm going to play this. It's a red one.
Put that down.
I'm going to put that down. I'm going to suppress this -1, and I'll put it underneath under there.
Now I don't think you can suppress the suppressed card you just played. I think that has to stay up.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, no, that is a stay up. Yeah.
So probably.
But I can suppress this. I can suppress it underneath here, though.
Yes, you can.
So I'm going to do that. So I suppress that 0, and that'll be worth 1.
Can I have the rule card?
Certainly. That 0 will now worth 1, and the -2 or whatever I just put in there is also now worth 1. And then it says, this particular card says, +1 for each suppressed card under Untold.
The thing you need to be careful of is it does tell you specifically in the little rule card, effects cannot interact with suppressed cards. If a trait leaves your trait pile, all suppressed cards under that trait are placed at the bottom of the trait deck. So while you might think, oh, I'll put a whole bunch under 1, if for some reason somebody can steal that card from Jethro, I take the card, all the cards underneath there, he loses.
Correct.
So, is it a good I don't know the best strategy for using suppressed cards to get more points at the end of the game, but I don't think I would suppress them all underneath the same trait.
I agree.
This one, Translucent, is very specifically, I'm going to play this card. I don't have any gray ones out here. It says suppress 1 card from my hand. I happen to have a -2 in my hand. I'm going to take that and suppress it underneath that Translucent.
Nice.
That's it.
Okay. Here we go. Here's Chemotrope. I think that's how you pronounce that. To play, you must suppress 1 trait in your trait pile and then play another trait. So I'm going to suppress this 0 because I don't want it in there. Now it's worth +1 to me. And then I get to play another trait.
So he's going to pick a trait from his
So I'm
hand.
going to pick a trait from my hand, and I will pick that one there.
Again, we should be drawing up the gene pool and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But
We're just trying to show you suppressed cards.
Yep. Again, they're all just read them straightforward. Apparently, I don't think I knew this, there is a dominant suppress. This one says, until World's End, if you hold 6 or fewer cards at the end of your turn, you may suppress 1 from your hand instead of stabilizing.
That's nice.
If this effect empties your hand, draw 2. Remember, you can only ever play 2 dominant cards, but that is a nice one to be able to control your gene pool a little bit to not have to discard cards, but to still get 1 point for them.
All right, well, this is an interesting one. This is Mimsy. You give an opponent 1 card from your hand, and then you suppress all cards of that color in your hand. So if I had... So I'm going to give them... Well, unfortunately, I've only got 2 gray. Give me another gray one. So if I had 3 gray ones, I could give Lisbeth that one, and then suppress both of these for a +1. Assuming they were, if they were, obviously they were minuses, that's definitely what I'd want to do.
So that's our understanding of suppressing cards. They're traits that are mixed in with your large...
No, they're not traits. It actually says that in the rules.
They're trait cards.
It says they're trait cards, but they're actually, if you read the rule there, it says suppressed cards are not traits.
Okay.
At least I think it does. No, you got me questioning me. Give me that rule.
I don't know. They're cards that say Doomling traits on them, so they are shuffled into your main deck, and you just never know when you may or may not draw them.
Yeah, scoring. Suppressed cards are not traits. They do not have face value and do not count toward drop of life effects. They're worth 1 point each.
Right. So now if we're at the end of the game, I would... Well, this one doesn't score. So at the end of the game, I would score 1 for this, and then this was suppressed, I would score 1 for that. I don't get the 4. I don't get any of this stuff. I get 1 for this and 1 for that.
Right.
2 points. That's that.
Right. So I would get 1 point because it was suppressed. Instead of having the 0, I would get 1. Or instead of having, like these two, a -1 and a -3, they'd be worth 1 point. So suppressing is a good way to get your points in your trade pile and to take care of your zeros or your minuses.
Yep.
Anything else?
They turn unwanted cards into nothing but points.
There you go.
They have the suppress effect. They have the little symbol that it's an S with a little arrow over top of it.
And they're deeplings, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think the deeplings do the suppress.
Yes.
Yeah.
Deeplings introduce suppress. Helps you grow your power with smaller trait piles. They hide face down in your trait pile. They're worth 1 point, but they do not count as traits.
So, they can be very useful. Very useful to you when you have the negative cards in your traits. When your opponent is being mean.
Now you can also choose to pull the suppressed cards out.
There we go.
You can choose to pull the suppressed cards out. You don't have
Sure.
to play with them if you don't
Correct.
want to. There's plenty of trait cards.
Yes.
But they do add an interesting little other twist to the game of Doomlings, which is a wonderful game.
Wonderful, wonderful game. Yes, we really enjoy it.
We do.
All right, I think that's it. If we think we made a mistake, put it in the comments.
Please tell us if you disagree.
Yeah, we'd love to know. We are always happy to learn.
Yep. We did check in with Jess.
Jess.
I think with Jess from Doomlings, and just kind of confirmed this is our understanding, and she confirmed that, yeah, that seemed right to her, the way we were explaining it.
Yep.
So, there you go.
There you go. All right. Hey, like and subscribe, and you can see more fun videos just like this one, and some of them might actually be useful, like hopefully this one is.
And if you've not seen, we do have a playthrough of Doomlings, the base
Yes.
game. So go check out that video if you're listening to this going, what in the world is this game that they're talking about? We do have an actual playthrough of the Doomlings game, two-player.
Yes, we do.
Wonderful game.
Yep. On that note, I'm Jethro.
I'm Lizbeth.
Today is a great day to shut up and play.
Bye. Shut up and play.